All right, welcome back to another 2 Minute Tuesday. This week we've got the store manager Cole with us. Hopefully, if you've been into falling before, you've had great interactions with Cole to help you out, in particular in the fly tying section or the flies or anything fly fishing related. Cole is the guy, along with all the other guys that we have here at the shop. Today we are going to talk about vices. In particular, we're going to talk about some of the basic features of a basic vice, and then as we go down the line, we're going to talk about some of the nicer features that you can get with the Renzetti Vices that we carry as well. So, Cole, if you could just let us know, kind of talk about some of these features, again, starting with the basic vice that we have in front
Sure.
of us.
Yeah, basic vice like what we have here, its role is really just to hold a hook firmly. Beyond that, that's its primary function. So once I change flies, though, I might have to make some manual adjustments to keep that hook holding firm. Um,
Okay. And so when we talk basic flies and we're talking about different hook sizes, does the basic vice limit us on what kind of flies we can tie?
Yeah, something like this Paragon nymph that I just put in the jaws, that's coated with UV resin. And so if I apply that resin and in the time it takes for me to apply it and then go to cure it, gravity is going to pull it down and it's going to sag and create a bulge in that fly. So to get a uniform body fully coated, I need to be able to apply that resin and rotate that fly, keep it moving so I can cure that and have a
Yeah.
completed
So,
fly.
and you're not doing that with this just because it's pretty much it's stationary to where it's at.
Correct. Yep, it's just there to hold that hook so I can tie thread and materials around it.
Okay. All right. So we're back here with this vice. We got the 2203 Renzetti Vice. What can you tell us about this one?
Yeah, so this is a full rotary vise from Renzetti. I've got really strong hook holding power, stronger than that standard vise we talked about there, for a much wider range of hook sizes. So I can tie down to a 28, which is smaller than any hook we stock in the shop, all the way up to a 4/0. So most tires are probably not going to cover that wide of a range, but it's fun to play around. And so with this vise, you can do that, and then you have that full rotary feature so you can double check the other side of your fly, utilize that to make, applying hackles, ribs more efficient, build stronger flies, and yeah, utilize things like UV resins more effectively because I can apply that resin,
Perfect.
I can rotate that fly as I cure it, and everything will be sound and stable.
Okay, great. Yeah, because I was going to ask you about that. You referenced that in the basic vice. Now with this vice, obviously having that rotary feature on there, applying those solutions to the flies, it's very easy to
Yeah.
do, and it's more uniform, I would assume as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, this one is the Renzetti 2303. What features does this one have?
Yeah, this is known as Renzetti's saltwater vice, but we think of it here more as like the warm water
Okay.
vice. The hook range is a size 2 all the way up to an 8/0. So if you're tying big bass, pike, or muskie flies, especially the muskie side, with like 6/0 and 8/0 hooks, you really do want the larger jaws that are on this vice to hold those firmly.
Just seems really simplistic for the most part. And again, not much different than the last one. But again, a bit different in the sense that it's going to be the same size. It's not going to take up more workspace on your table per se. It's just going to allow for bigger hook sizes and obviously, like you're saying, the bigger flies that for folks that want to go out there and target those biggest species of fish.
Yep. Yeah.
Awesome.
More thread torque too. It's just going to be able to handle way more pressure
Okay.
and still hold that hook firmly.
Sweet. Okay. And finally, we have the Renzetti P2304, the Ferrari of Renzetti Vices right here in front of us. What can you tell us about the features on this one?
Yeah, so you have the same full rotary features as the 2303, strong hook holding capabilities, but you also have an additional adjustment point here. So if you're tying again that full range 28 all the way up to 4/0 hooks, or even if you're tying on shanks, something that there isn't a hook gap, you can adjust things. So adjust the arm here,
Okay.
so that no matter how big your hook gap, when you go to engage that rotary function, that hook shank stays parallel and in line as you rotate it, so your fly isn't jumping up and down.
Sweet.
An additional feature is this ratcheting. You could hear that clicking at the end. If I'm working on the underside of my fly and I need to this is in my way here, I can utilize that ratcheting feature to pull that out of the way and keep working unobstructed. And then when I come back, I can pull that out of the way again and still be unobstructed.
Sweet. So all these vices here that we've talked about today, the Renzetti company. What can you tell us the reason why Fall Line decided? Is this year 3 for us? I think.
Yeah.
Why did we decide 3 years ago, Cole? In particular, I know that you were a huge advocate of Renzetti. Why did we bring Renzetti Vices in, not other brands?
Right. Yeah, Renzetti as a reputation is making the best fly tying vices available. All of these vices are designed and machined in the United States.
That's great.
And so that was a big one for us too, as you know.
Absolutely. When we talk about price points on some of these vices, obviously we talked the last one here, we talked about it's the Ferrari. We don't need we're not going to talk about exact prices here, but are we talking under $300? What are we kind of looking at in the ballpark if I'm in the market for a new Vice?
Yeah, the top line is going to be over 300.
Okay.
The other Vices are going to be just under that at 275.
Okay, sweet. And these things are going to last you forever.
Yeah,
if not a hand-me-down.
Yep.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, this would be the Vice that you pass on to the next generation.
Okay, cool. And they all come with bases?
Yep. Yeah, everything has a really heavy and stable pedestal base. The P2304 has a wider base too, so that's kind of an added feature of getting that higher price point Vice.
Okay, sweet. Well, I really appreciate that's fantastic information. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. That's our plan, is to do more of these YouTube videos and our social media to get you guys the great idea of what you need to get outfitted, fly tying, outdoor stuff, whatever it may be. Is there anything that I'm missing to talk about with the Renzetti Vices at all, Cole?
I would just say if people have questions about what the right Vice for them is, to contact us, and we can outfit them with the device to tie what they want to tie.
All right, very cool. We keep these things stocked all the time. If for some reason we are out of a Vice, we could certainly get it from Renzetti in a very, very quick manner as well. But again, I know that they're always here. So come on down, check them out, talk to one of the guys at the shop, talk to Cole, and we will get you taken care of. All right, we'll see you on the next video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Take care.